Verbiste Emma, the beast from within. Okay, so let's think about this. Trying to think of what I can remember as it comes up, since I haven't really thought or tugged to try to remember. So when I was in Booth Bay Harbor, Maine, there was something going on with Wang and Dung children out of jurisdiction, because I think that the holy, scary, spiritual books were all in agreement and in alignment, based on my call ahead, when, as the Emperor's children, the next gen, the new gen. So that was that, but the thing is that the problem was, which we knew, and I don't know who was on those recorded lines. The thing is that coming into this life, my parents were already at a disadvantaged position. Their spiritual realm chip was no longer pearly white, no longer light. It was complete blackout. Where is it? It was completely covered up. So that's what I woke up to. My parents didn't know anything. You can't get anything out of somebody who doesn't know anything. But they also had no potential. In order to be nebula spiritually understood, unless somebody was going to train them, which could happen. But again, you have to roll back the layers of generational mess-ups and then rely on the people that messed up back then, but didn't know, or maybe did know, didn't care, didn't believe. What, again, this is like a really daunting project, coming to be looking like this and amongst human that I must rely on. So let's think about this. So I had Wang Dung in Maine, taking me out of New York, the state of New York. They checked me out like a book in a library, I suppose. And then I went I did not have advanced, I don't know what I'm walking into. You all make your plans and decisions. It's on a schedule somewhere. It prints out from the main placenta of organ of how the whole world works in my plan. It's my plan, but it's not I didn't plan it this particular way. It's just what they call the literature is a plan. But it's not like it's a work. I mean, it's a work in progress is what it looks like, but it hasn't really worked out well for me. But anyway, so there's that. Then there was, when I got back, now Michael was breadbasket children, or we had to agree on some spracha, some words that weren't going to get upset, because apparently his people got really upset. But actually then they came to find out that they only got upset because there's a darker version of Michael MURZA that fight with the lighter version, and they mentioned that one time they didn't understand. They thought that they meant that they were poor and underprivileged and not as honorable as the lighter skin. I mean, it's a whole mess. So when I say these words, it is just so you know what your people are angry about, what they're okay with. I mean, I had nothing to do with it. I'm just letting you know, in a 7.5 billion pieces of flesh, I have to say a couple of words, and you got to go, oh, wait, that's it's my book, it's my people. I represent their anger, and I have to deal with them and her. Because I don't have anger with you. That's between you and the Sri Lanka, lighter skin color, whatever. So then I got the, let's think about this, which, by the way, they have that teddy bear, the Mishka in Russia. Mishka is the July 19th teddy bear on the football field, celebrating Maria's birthday for some reason. You can't keep a story straight to save your own lives, it looks like. All right, so we got we got the wrong kid in America with the wrong names. Then Michael's got some kind of Islamic whatever, but he claims to be Christian. He wears a cross, right? Yeah. So then when we came back after Mao Zedong and Wang children of like, there's John Smith in America's Wild West to like Pocahontas, and they said that I was like Pocahontas because I was kind of the native that just is a spirit, like a spiritual woman. I don't really understand all the fighting with the words and the history and the what's and who's going where with what pot of gold. And do I have to have, well, I mean, can I just have some to buy some nice clothes and be taken care of, or do I have to fight you the entire time just for was mine, and you think that you deserve more of it? I mean, again, you humans are really crazy. And then we've got, let's think about this, right? So then Michael's got the connection. Maria had to meet with someone in the Islamic community before they were bringing Norwegian cow horns into the New Hyde Park area because they thought that she would be more Russian, Islamic, Sri Lanka sensitive or USSR or whatever than I would be, which is ridiculous. You don't have permission to speak to Maria and make moves with she's not anybody important in the world at all, and she's not Rothschild. So you have to speak to Rothschild directly. So that happened. So then Donna had to sleep in her bed, because normally when I came over, Donna would go, or then she had to stay, because then we needed a God's witness to protect the two of us in case there was ever a dispute whether we were really in the room, because I had a thing with my other equipment at godly places that they couldn't really talk about. I mean, I'm Aero Force, AEROFORCE. I'm the force behind nature. Then I own aviation. Then under aviation are the ships that float on the sea. I call them the yachties. And then there's the aquamarine respectables on the land. So now, how do I explain that in more complicated terms? Like, does it have to be complicated? There's so many languages. Like, can we keep it simple? So then let's think about this. And I'm like, now why are you meeting with the Islamic community? Is that gonna, like, I didn't even know what they were. I didn't know what it meant. I didn't know why she was meeting with them, why I wasn't there. Why was Mao Zedong and Wang sending Maria in? Like, why am I now the Christian confessional? Like, why am I being punished for it? First of all, since I have to I'm the master orator, I'm the master record keeper, I'm the master record holder. I own the dollhouse, the ghost house, the Air Force. You understand what I'm saying? Like, but then I get punished for it. But nobody wants to acknowledge me or go, like, they want to go around me, and then they want to act like they were angels. You humans are a real piece of fucking work.